Hello, Third Win superfans, and welcome back to iCarly Survivor. We have 6 characters left, and this is a semi-final of sorts. And the way I look at it, it's kind of Carly and Freddie against the rest of the world. So, how exciting is that? Let's get right into it. So, for our iCarly tribe, the alliances are unchanged. We have a strong alliance between Carly and Freddie, between Marissa and Millicent, and between Spencer and Marissa. I think this here is the weakest alliance, with Lubert not really being all the way friendly with Freddie and Carly. Moving on, we have a survivor quiz. The survivors are quizzed about everything on the island. Yes, and Freddie wins the award, and she... Oh my god, I couldn't even write this. Again, Freddie shares the reward with Carly. How sweet is that? Doesn't that fit my intro well? I mean... Freddie wins almost every single challenge, and Carly gets all these rewards shared with her. So they're together until the end, I think. Next up, we have the immunity challenge, and look at that. Freddie finally doesn't win. The immunity challenge is won by Carly. Not that she really needed immunity. She's never been voted for a single time, I think. But she has immunity, and I'm sure she'll defend Freddie with her life. Moving on, let's take a look at the events of the iCarly tribe after those challenges. Carly rests at the camp to restore energy. Sure, she gets a break now. She's been a leader for so long, and now she has immunity, so she can take a rest and let Freddie take over things, I guess. In terms of targets, Millicent is targeting Spencer, and Spencer is targeting Lubert. So I think we kind of went into this knowing that Lubert and Spencer might be two of the weakest members, with Millicent and Marissa being so close, and Freddie and Carly being so close. So Lubert and Spencer are on the chopping block. And Spencer is least connected to Lubert overall, so he doesn't really just know who to vote for. So it seems like that is the case here. Oh crap! I missed the let's see, the group targets. So in terms of our alliances, this alliance is going for Spencer, which I'm quite frankly a bit shocked about because they've had the most ties to Spencer before. But I guess they have to choose between Lubert and Spencer, and for some reason they've gone for Spencer. Carly and Freddie are going for Spencer as well, but my little guess is that Carly might switch her mind because is she really going to vote out her brother over Lubert? But she is in an alliance with Lubert, so it kind of makes sense. Carly, Freddie, and Lubert are going for Spencer, but again, things could switch up. I think there's going to be a lot more of a fight between Spencer and Lubert than you might think. Marissa and Spencer are voting for Lubert, but that's kind of odd because up here we see that Marissa and Millicent is voting for Spencer. So things are not as they seem. You'll see. Things will get switched up. And I think that it's really going to be between Spencer and Lubert. Moving on, we see Carly has the immunity necklace, so she is safe. The first vote goes for Lubert, and the second one is for Spencer. The third one is for Lubert, and the fourth one is for Spencer. And we have 2 votes left. I think things are going to get pretty complicated. Maybe we'll have one odd weird vote as well. So I think someone is going home now between Lubert and Spencer, and I still feel like it might be Lubert, you know. Moving on, we see another vote for Spencer. Okay, so this one has to be for Lubert or else bye-bye. And, okay, it's for Spencer. Spencer's out, and this is very unexpected to me. I want to see what happened here. Carly did end up voting for Spencer. I guess their sibling, the game got heated, and her alliances are with Freddie. Of course, at the end of the game... this will just be a game in the end, of course. But yeah, Spencer's out. Freddie also voted for Spencer. Of course, these two are super tight. Lubert voted for Spencer, of course, for his own survival. Marissa voted for Lubert, which is somewhat shocking because they have quite a bond outside of the game. Millicent voted for Spencer, and Spencer voted for Lubert for his own survival. And that means, yeah, Spencer is out, and things keep changing. I don't know. We know that Marissa and Millicent are super unbreakable. We know that Freddie and Carly are super unbreakable, and Lubert is the man in the middle. So I think in this semifinal, we will be seeing Lubert go out. But let's take a look at how things will go. For example, what happens if Lubert wins immunity? That's the case I want to see. So alliances, what's changed? I guess Spencer's out now, so that gets rid of a few alliances. But Carly and Freddie are obviously in the strongest alliance, along with Marissa and Millicent also being in a super strong alliance. And then there's this third alliance with Lubert. And if this alliance holds, then Marissa and Millicent are obviously in trouble. But I think things might change. Moving on, we have the rewards challenge, and Marissa gets a break, wins the reward. But we're heading into the more important one. When I press this button, we'll know who is immune. Will it be Lubert? Nope. Marissa wins back to back. So that means that I think the biggest targets here are between Lubert and Millicent, right? That would be my guess. Let's see the events of the tribe. Carly and Marissa bond slightly. Okay, maybe that's a good light for Marissa, now winning some immunity and some rewards. Maybe Carly wants those rewards as well. Freddie and Lubert bond slightly. So I think all of this is looking kind of bad for Millicent. Marissa's fighting for her survival in this group, and Millicent is looking a little bit outcast here. Lubert is injured but gets treated and can stay in the game. Fair enough. Individual targets, we see that Millicent is targeting Carly. She has no choice but to go for someone. Marissa is targeting Lubert, and that makes sense since these two are in such a tight alliance, and Lubert is the weakest one in the rest of the game, right? And he's injured, I guess, as well. Marissa and Millicent are okay, so Marissa is targeting Lubert, but then she decides to side with Millicent in voting out Carly. They have to band together. They're in an alliance. Carly, but it seems then that Millicent has more of a voice in this alliance or something. Carly and Freddie are voting for Millicent, so it's all going to come down to Lubert. If this makes sense, then what we see here on the next one is going to be the most important thing. Who's Lubert going to vote for? My guess is Millicent, right? Yeah. It looks like Millicent is going to be voted out. Since Marissa has immunity, it seems like they're going to be taking out that alliance. It's a good time to do so. So I'm just waiting to see what Lubert will vote for. Will he stick with Carly or Freddie, or will he go over to this side? So Millicent gets the first vote. Carly gets the second. Carly gets the third as well, but that's the last one she should get. Millicent gets another one, so that's 2-2. One vote left, and the one going home is... Yes, Lubert has spoken. Millicent is going home. So we're now left. We can take a look at how this goes, but I'm pretty sure we know how this went. This is the key vote here, Lubert. Otherwise, we know how this will go. And that leaves Marissa in a bit of a tight spot, losing her alliance mate. We now have an alliance of 3 versus an alliance of 1. And that leads us into the finale. And that will be, of course... coming soon. We have the very final episode of iCarly Survival, but the status now is Carly and Freddie are inseparable. Lubert is hanging on with them, and unless Marissa changes the game, it looks like it's going to be Carly, Freddie, and Lubert in the final. But who will win in the end? How will this all get resolved? I can't wait to see. But I'll see you guys all for the next episode of iCarly Survival. The last one, and yeah, thank you fans for watching the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.